way.
So today we are at our home site. It is where we had intended to build a bigger studio than the one we're living in when we first moved here. We had big plans. We wanted to make a bottom floor and a top floor, but nothing too extravagant, just something bigger than what we live in now. Where we currently live, the studio is really nice. It's a good size, but we have stuff we don't even have space to put our stuff. We've been here almost 2 years and we're still living out of boxes and plastic containers because we just don't have the room to put anything. And also the outside of our studio, where we currently live, there's no space for our truck, the work truck, or the trailer that we brought from the United States with our stuff in it. Everything is just kind of parked out on the street or crammed in this tiny little area that is hard to back in and out of without hitting a wall or hitting, the awning that was built over the top of the driveway. And we're so close to other people. It's not really ideal. One of our biggest issues since we came here is not having a place to put our stuff, not having an area big enough to park our vehicles. And we want to have grass and have space to do things outside. Where we currently live, it's just so compact, so tiny, that even walking in and out of our door just to get to the car you have to go through a maze of stuff just to get to the vehicle. So it's just not, we want something more comfortable, something better, something bigger. Like I said, nothing gigantic, nothing extravagant, just something more suited to our personal needs. So when we first moved here, that was our intention. We thought we had enough money to build this studio here on this site, but we didn't. As far as we got was the base of the foundation, which is just rock. And after that, we realized we don't have enough money to build this studio. So let me take you across the street. Right now I'm at the gym site. Our studio is located directly across the street from the gym. And that's another reason why we chose that site, was because it was so close to the gym that we've also been building for, this has got a lot more construction than the studio does. But it's been about 4 or 5 years that we've been building on this gym. And it's still got a long way to go. So we are hoping that we can, like everybody else around here, just kind of build everything a little at a time. We would love to be able to just build it and go move into it and live our life, but that's not how things work, especially when you're not rich. We're like everybody else out here. We just kind of build as we go, build as we have the money to fund the project. And so that's what we're doing. We're just building a little at a time, and we're integrated into the community and into the lifestyle of the people out here, because that's what everybody does out here. You can drive down any of the streets for any community for miles and miles away, and you see just unfinished houses and buildings, just different kinds of structures everywhere. And when I first got here, I was like, wow, does everything unfinished here? Because you don't typically see that in the United States, but here people work with what they have. They work within their means, and it is a stark contrast to what I'm used to seeing. And I just, you've got to appreciate the hard work and the time and effort that people put into building out here, because most of the people here, they do it themselves, or they have a family member who knows how to do construction, kind of like us. His father is a contractor, a carpenter. He builds all kinds of things, and were it not for that, we would probably not even have the foundation down yet. We definitely wouldn't have any part of this gym built, because if we had to hire like a team of of professionals, we would not be able to afford that. So we're very blessed to be able to have someone or more than one person that we know that can do construction. And that's the good thing about out here. So many people know how to do this stuff. You can probably go on any street corner and say, hey, can you come over here and lay the foundation? Or go to this other street corner and say, hey, can you come over here and smooth the concrete walls so we can paint it? Come over to another corner and ask someone, can you do the electricity or dig a well for sewage or for water? And everybody knows somebody out here can do it. So that's a really good thing. And another thing is they don't charge thousands and thousands of dollars for the work like in the United States. You can really go broke trying to build anything, even a shed in the United States, because everything is just, when it comes to that, I mean, there are a lot of things that are more expensive in Mexico, a lot. Talking about going into the store, things that in the stores, brands, things like that, that you would typically think would be pretty cheap in the United States are actually 2 to 3 times more expensive here. But when it comes to construction, not the material, now the material has definitely gone up in price, that is for sure. But the labor, the work, the people charge to do things is more reasonable here. It's not just completely outrageously expensive like it is in the United States. And so that's one thing we got going for us for sure. So let me take you over here to the home site and show you where we've sort of started building our studio. So this is the site of our studio. It's right across the street from the gym that we started building probably about 5 years ago or so. And this is a much bigger property than where our current studio is. And we plan on putting a little bit more money into our studio soon. So we're coming here today to clean off the property again, because as you know, when something's left unattended, nature starts to grow up and take over. So this is an endless battle with nature, constantly having to cut down the trees, the weeds, clear it off to keep it clear for when we do work. This is all that we've been able to build so far. Basically, it's just the foundation border, not even the flory hut foundation. Just this rock thing that goes all the way around the size of the studio. Construction material is just really high. It's just going to be a little bit of a road, a long time before we can actually finish it and move into it. Let's see, that's just the foundation. It goes all the way down. It's just a typical like rectangle shape. So we would really love to be able to finish this project here and have enough space to work with. We want some grass, and we don't really see that much in these community areas. There's not a lot of landscaping, I guess you can say. It's just mostly dirt and rocks, and people's yards are just dirt and rocks, and we just really want some grass and plant some flowers, and we don't even have room to put grass or plant flowers where we live. Everything is just dirt, and it's not even a very big space for dirt. So yeah, we got big dreams, we got big hopes for this property and for the gym, which is also going to be 2 other ideas that we have that I've mentioned in a video before, but I'm not going to talk about it yet because we haven't even finished the gym yet. So I don't want to talk too far in advance about things that may never happen. But we have a lot of dreams, a lot of projects, and yeah, so this is one of them. This is probably the most comfortable one, is to be able to move onto our property and have some privacy and have space to do the things that we like to do. And one of those things that we love to do are holidays, especially like American holidays in the United States. Christmas, Halloween, St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, Easter, Thanksgiving. We like to decorate. We want, like, especially Halloween and Christmas. Those are the two main ones for us, where we just really go all out and we put a lot of effort and time into decorations. And we want to be able to do that with a property like this, so we can invite the community to come and, you know, celebrate with us and what we like to do, and so they can see all the decorations and the lights, and for Halloween do the costumes, and we just have a lot of big dreams, so that's part of it.